Oh, how's everybody doing this morning? Let me get pulled up over here on the other screen. Let's see. I have to give it a minute. I think I'm actually on time this morning. As you can hear my pour overs right here, right off camera. Um, I'm drinking a Starbucks espresso this morning. I don't remember what. I remember what kind of bean it is. Let me grab the bag. All right, let's see here. It's this espresso roast. I just dumped the beans all over the floor. Wait for everybody to get caught up here. Wait for some people to get in. Coffee's brewing. It's a great morning. Got a kid getting breakfast behind the camera here. Yeah, it's a Sunday morning here. Kids are eating breakfast. Dad's drinking coffee. Playing with snakes. Normal day. This coffee could not get done sooner this morning. I got somebody I don't think I've ever had on the channel with me today. Marie. We'll talk about here in just a few minutes when the coffee's done brewing. I hope everybody's having a great morning. If you're not, hopefully we can make it a little better. We're going to talk about water bowls today a little bit, I think, because I have bioactive enclosures, so it's hard to find something that is going to set down on my substrate. And I've had a couple people make some suggestions, and I seen one comment on the short that I put up is double-sided Velcro, which would be a good idea, except for where am I going to stick the other side of the Velcro? You know, like it's not going to sit on the bottom of my substrate. So I'm thinking of ways to like maybe weight the bottom of the water bowl, but I don't want to stick anything in it. And so I thought maybe I could attach something to the bottom of it, you know, something flat like a weight or something. But I haven't decided on it yet. Maybe you guys have some other suggestions we can put in the comments today. But yeah, it's double-sided Velcro is not going to work. Why am I reconnecting? Okay, we lost signal for a minute. That was weird. So as I was saying, all my enclosures are bioactive, and so it's like having a slice of, you know, the African Saharan half desert woodland. It's like a little piece of earth there. We have isopods and springtails in there. The isopods eat the feces and some of the shed. You still got to clean up afterwards, of course, but and then the springtails, of course, eat the isopods droppings, which goes back in and feeds the plants and all that stuff. So, so that being said, there's a lot that goes into my substrate, and I can't just stick anything in there. So, again, I could probably take some kind of weight, you know, and attach it to the bottom as long as it's not lead or harmful to the animal, and it'll make it tougher for them to flip it. But the bigger snakes like Mary Jane, I feel like that's still going to be a problem. You know, she's 5.5 pounds of muscle, so she just moves whatever. All right, we got some people in to see what everybody's saying here. Good morning, Red Bull Princess. Candy, nice to see you here. CJ. And I'm tension blocks. Okay. Spelling master here. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Maybe you can elaborate a bit. I don't think I've ever featured this snake on the channel before. And if I have, I don't remember. But this is Marie. Marie is a Candino, right? So she's candy and lavender. And she's a beautiful snake. If you look, let's get a good look at her real quick here. Let's talk about Marie. She's purple and yellow. And I don't know if you can tell on camera there, but she's almost a neon yellow. I mean, she is a beautiful, beautiful snake. She's super sweet, like most of my snakes are. And I got her from Pittsburgh. Seen her, fell in love with her. She had some great genes, so I wanted to pick her up. And she's been a great snake ever since, man. She's awesome. She's awesome. She has escaped twice. But to be fair, I found her on top of the tank below. So she like literally escaped for like 30 seconds. And it was my fault. I didn't put the stupid clips back on the top. And she's not on a front opening and closure. She will be here as soon as we finish getting set up. But yeah, she just, I've said it before, and I have 75-gallon aquariums that actually don't hold water that I do keep snakes in. But I'm very, very, very particular about how I keep those lids locked. Because if you're not, you lose your snake for sure, as I just mentioned. And even being as particular as I am about it, she's gotten out twice. So, mistakes happen. Thanks. She said, "You're beautiful." Did you hear that? They think you're beautiful. Casper 420. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. I told her, Evelyn, that you said she's beautiful. She says, thank you. She's a very beautiful girl. I love her very much. You pet a python before. Yeah, man, they're really cool animals. A lot of people have misconceptions about snakes. That's one of the reasons why I have this channel. That way, people can understand that, snakes can be defensive, but they're never out to really try to hurt you. They're really passive, especially ball pythons. Super, super passive species. Easy to work with. Great beginner animals. A lot of people say corn snakes and milk snakes are great beginner snakes, and they are. There's nothing wrong with owning those, but they're very, 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 very good at escaping, and they're very fast, and they usually don't stop moving for very long when you're handling them. So I think ball python would probably be a better first snake for anybody. They move slow, they're awkward, they're overweight, they don't really climb a lot, they're not good at climbing. So if they do climb to try to get away, you'll probably hear a thump somewhere, and then you'll find them on the floor. But pretty easy snake to take care of. No, pythons are not poisonous. Let's see, I'll get a bunch of comments. Let me get back to the comments here real quick. Petted python, she's cute. She would rather hang out with me. Good morning, Sonia. Glad to see you made it this week. I know you were super disappointed you didn't make it last week, so I'm glad to see you're here. As always, you're one of the originals, so it's important for me that you're here. What else we got going here? Nonverbal from lack of caffeine this morning. Tell Maria I love her. What is her morph again? She's a Candino, Candy. So kind of like your name. She's Candy, and this is Candino. She's lavender and albino Candy. I think I left albino out last time I was mentioning her morphs. But she is a beautiful snake, and I don't get to bring on the channel a lot. So I was looking through my videos this morning because I was feeling myself this morning. Put up the short yesterday, reminding everybody of this morning. And my channel's small. I'm not a large channel by any means at all, but I had a video, got almost 2,000 views overnight, a bunch of likes, which is really cool. And I just felt like, man, that's pretty cool, right? That's I'm just patting myself on the back. I'm just feeling myself this morning. So thanks for being here and thanks for subscribing to the channel and checking out the videos. I mean, it's really awesome. Okay, let's see. A teacher had a pet snake and everyone in my class loved it. Made it into our pet snake and everybody in class. Do you know what kind of snake it was? Snakes are awesome. Once you get past that, oh, they're gonna try to bite me stuff, and once you get that initial fear and you've handled it and you see, just how gentle they really are, you can't help it. You gotta, I mean, all those preconceptions go away. So, and then you get to enjoy an animal. Something just fell over. I'm not going to tell anybody you're working.
What?
What do I think of Australia? I think I'd love to visit Australia. I've never been there. I can't even begin to think. Like I would go, as soon as I was off the plane, I would start trying to catch stuff, start trying to film stuff, anything. I would love, it's a dream to go herping in Australia. That would be pretty awesome. So that's what I think of Australia. It's on the bucket list. So yeah, we're going to talk about water bowls this morning. So what do you guys do? Some of you snake owners on here. Do you do anything to keep your water bowls weighted? Like, what do you do? What does the candy morph do? Makes them really, really yellow. That's what the candy morph does. That's why she's such a high yellow. She's candy and lavender. Here we go. I don't know much about the candy morph, as a matter of fact. I know that they make beautiful snakes. I've seen a couple of candies down at the pet store, and they've all been beautiful. I'm not sure of what genes make the candy. Because as I said before, I'm not a morph expert. I just love snakes and I love taking care of them. So I'm not sure of the origin story of the. I'll have to look that up, and maybe we'll go through that next time. Maybe I can explain it a little better, or you can Google it and we can talk about it now. I'm not sure where it came from, but I know she's a beautiful snake. And I wasn't really, when I got her, I wasn't really thinking about breeding her at all, and I still haven't really thought about breeding her. But I mean, I wouldn't be against it with the right pair. So, okay. Whoa, that is some strong coffee this morning. Oh yeah. Venezuela. Hello from Venezuela. My water bowls are not weighted. I do try to keep them filled up and clean them at least once a week, if not more, to help with humidity. Okay. So I'm taking it. Do you put your water bowls on the warm side of your enclosure? Just curious. And also, like, I only use, like, I'll get Herschel's out real quick. Water his plants here. So here is the deal. And this is it's got some stuff on the bottom of it. So these are what I use for water bowls. Are these right here. I get them from, dollar store, your local Dollar General or whatever. And it's like $3 for a 5-pack of them. So if I feel like they get too old or whatever, even if they're scratched up, I'm a little bougie about my snakes. So even if they get really scratched up and old looking, I get rid of them and get new ones, because I want to be able to look in there and see that this water bowl has clean water in it all the time. So, but this is what I use, because I have a lot of snakes, and it doesn't make sense for me to go out and buy the reptile bowls that people have in pet stores and stuff like that. For one, they tend to get more slimy than bowls like this do. So it's weird that a product that's made for you to use would get slimy really quick like that. So I don't use those. I stick to these, and my problem is that you know they're easily they can tip them over and they dump water out all the time. So I'm constantly going through water, drinking water. I use two different types of water. I use distilled water to humidify my enclosures, and then I use drinking water or spring water to water my snakes so that they can drink. But so I'm going through tons of water with these guys, and they're just most of them are just flipping their bowls over. I could walk in the snake room right now, and I bet you there's 15 bowls flipped over. And I'll have to go back through when we're done with the live and fill them all back up with water again. So I'm looking for a solution. And, I said earlier on the live that I thought about putting some weighted stuff on the bottom of these, but then, when you have a 5.5, 6 pounds, adult snake, that weight's nothing to them. They're a huge muscle. So I don't know. Maybe I just have to just keep buying water. I do have a warmer pool size. Try to keep the room. I don't have, 80 degrees. Coffee. Yeah, coffee. It's really strong coffee. I use the terracotta plant drip catchers. I know what to call them. I know what you, okay. The little drip trays. That makes sense too. Yeah, that's about like these. They're pretty cheap. What are they? 29, 30 cents a piece? That's pretty cheap. That's a great solution, as a matter of fact. But I don't know how to keep them. I mean, your snakes are small, so I don't know if you have a huge problem with them flipping the water over or not, but man, I imagine they do. Imagine how snakes do. But I don't know. I've tried burying them in the substrate, all kinds of stuff, and I just haven't been able to find a permanent solution for it. No water flipped. Yeah, I wonder, Sonia, I wonder if, because your snakes are, the breed of snakes you have, I mean, especially right now in their life, are a little smaller right now. I know they're going to get a lot bigger, but I wonder, are they not flipping it because they're too small, or I don't know. But I got to find something, man. Because I mean, it's only going to save me like $3, $4, $5 a week, but it's a lot when you care for a lot of snakes, Where are you going? There we are. Hopefully she'll stick it out with us through the whole hour. She seems like she really wants to just go this way. She's beautiful. I love her. If you guys haven't, if you're in here, this is your first, they throw dirt in there. Okay, so let me respond to that in a minute. If you guys are in here, you've not been here before, go ahead, subscribe if you like. If you want to see more, we're here every Sunday, live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's at Eastern Standard, it's Eastern Time. And hit the like button so we get some likes on them. It only helps our channel, man. And I'm feeling really good this morning about things. I've been back to putting up shorts since the move and everything. I've been back to trying to put up more content and working on episodes to actually get some episodes out that I've been promising for a while. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to be putting a lot more work back into this again now that we're settled back in and the snakes are getting more comfortable. And I think that's probably, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I got so much content to put out. It's ridiculous. So they throw dirt in there. Yeah, so Mojo has got a bad habit of dragging dirt into his water bowl too. All the time. He's like the silliest snake right now. He really is. He's like, I don't know what to do with him. He's always staring at me, like giving me this guilt trip. he doesn't want to be in his enclosure. He always wants to be out with me, and I can't like run around with a snake all the time. I mean, I guess I could. I kind of do, but he can't be out with me all the time. I got things I got to do, right? And when I put him back in, he tries to crawl right back out on me. He just he's been a butt lately, so I'm probably gonna have to put him on the channel a lot more because he's very active and he's really showing his personality lately. Get a container just a bit bigger. Get some plaster of Paris. Let it down. Then press your container in like you're making a mold. And like here. No kidding, plaster of Paris. I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna look into that. That's a great suggestion, Candy. Thank you. Um, so that might actually work. Maybe I can get it to stick to the outside of it, so then I don't even have to worry about anything on the inside because I'm super paranoid about stuff like that. Put a jungle gym together in a playpen. Oh, for Mojo? Yeah, I've got a playpen that's kind of a jungle gym for him. But the thing with Mojo is he's climb right out. He's too big. He'll climb right out. He don't care what's in there. Yeah, kind of concrete boots for the bowl, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. If I put it on the bottom, that keeps that on the outside, right? It keeps the weight on the outside, so whatever's in the container that they're consuming isn't touching anything. Because, like I said, I don't know if it's safe for them or not. You know, but let's say it is. I'm still would put it on the outside because I'm just super paranoid about what I give them, obviously. But yeah, exactly. Concrete boots for the bowl. That's gonna be a game changer. Um, Sonya, you know I got a playpen, don't you? Have you? I think I have shorts of the snakes when they were babies. Maybe I don't. Maybe I should put those up. Um, Baby snakes and playpens. You guys like to see that on a short? That'd be kind of cool, right? Oh, and the playpens that zips completely shut. Man, so here's the thing about those playpens. Um, the ones that zip completely shut, they're like made for pets or whatever, are super expensive because they're made for pets. Whereas opposed you could go to Walmart and get a pack and play for, a toddler or a child for $30. So maybe I'll fasten something to go over the top though. But he is really looking for more enrichment time. He definitely needs it. His personality begs for it. So hi, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the channel. Uh, we're hanging out with some snakes this morning, drinking coffee. That's what we do on Sundays here. Um, Talking about water bowls. Uh, but yeah, I think you're on the right path there. Maybe I'll try to come up with something like that. Maybe I'll try to come up with something like that. Something because I do have a pack and play, and I have all like I use. I'm a contractor, so I have all extra PVC parts and 3-inch pipes and stuff like that. And plus, I have a bunch of snake stuff, hides, and I've got bird ladders, all kinds of stuff that I put in their playpen so that they can kind of roam around and experience different things. But yeah, to put them in there. Oh, okay, I got more. Nice mug, man. Yep, yep. This is my snake mug from Starbucks because I'm such a snake freak. But yeah, man. Look, so there's a story behind these. I had to go all over to find these. Um, and my mother works at one of the grocery stores around here. I don't know if you guys have them where all you guys are at, probably not, but it's Martin's. She used to work at Martin's. She actually retired from there recently. And can I put my arm in a different position here? Can we do something different? And I was going to all the Starbucks and stores, all the stores. I could not find them. Luckily, my mom was able to call her store, and they had some, only a couple left, and she got them. she put them up, but I literally, I probably wasted $40, $50 in gas trying to find these mugs. So then we got them, and then we've got these. I got two of these, and I got two of the travel mugs, and two of the tall cold drink ones. So I tried to get them all. You didn't get one. What if I send you a travel mug? I'll send you one of my travel mugs. I'll clean it first, I promise. It'll be clean when it shows up because I gotta send you something anyways. So what if I'll send you one of those travel mugs? Cool? Because I don't really use them. I just have them because as long as I have one, it's part of a collection. So I can send that to you. No problem. I think I have your address somewhere in Patreon or something. Also, yeah. See, I'm just, I see content creators and they're always like, oh, like, subscribe, smash the like button, the routine. Go to my Patreon. I never think about that. I just think about the conversation we're having and the people that are on here. And I never think about, hey, trying to plug myself. But I have a Patreon. Bottom is like $5, something like that. So that'll be a place where after Mary Jane lays and we get baby snakes, that's where my baby snakes will be available at. So go over there, check us out. You can subscribe to it for free. Same thing here on YouTube. It's free to subscribe, free to hit this like button. So go check it out, man, because there's content on the Patreon that you don't get on the YouTube. And yeah, it's a cool place. It's just another cool place to see more snakes, though. And bearded dragons and all the other things that we have. So, Marie, what is she doing back here? Here she comes. She wants down. That's all. She's a great snake. So, I have that zoo episode I got to put out. I still have the Minnesota episode that I haven't put out, but I'm getting back to it. I'm having a lot of fun with these lives, and the shorts I've been putting out lately I've been getting some pretty good viewpoints on them. So I don't know, it just makes me feel good. Does anybody have their snake out this morning? Is anybody having coffee with their snake? Sonia, I hope you're not having coffee with your snake. You should take your snakes to work. Is anybody having coffee with their snakes this morning? If so, what kind of snake do you got? Let's just do that. What kind of snake do you got? Come here. Come here, baby. You're like tucked in my shirt. Here. There you go. I'm not sure what she's doing. She's being weird this morning. So, let me see. I thought about bringing one to work with me. It may not work from home, actually. It's my mother's home. She'd freak out if I brought a snake. Right, yeah. I did know that. For some reason, I thought maybe you were going back to the office or something. Look at this. She's all the way through my shirt. She's great. I love her. I love all the snakes. Well, then I guess you technically could bring a snake from home to work. Couldn't you just like sneak it in your pocket and she'd never know? You could just like, pet your snake in your pocket like a little mouse. That'd be kind of cool. People at work want me to bring my snake in all the time. They're always like, bring me a snake in. Kinda. You think it's a good idea until I show up with a 6-pound snake. So that's how that works. We don't talk about the snakes. We don't talk about the snakes. So it's funny because like my mom, she doesn't not like snakes, but she doesn't like the way they feel. Right? So it's kind of funny because I'm always like, you should just hold one. Just hold one. Just come on the show. Come on the show. We'll do a whole thing. And people think it's really cool to watch my mom on a snake or whatever she might do. I just think it'd be interesting. Um, Hi Edward. Good. I'm glad you could be here, man. We're just hanging out with snakes and drinking coffee. This is Marie. She's a beautiful little girl. She's she's just over a year old, so she's not quite full grown, but she's beautiful. And I don't have her on the channel a lot. Look, she's. Are you gonna come out of my shirt now? Oh, thank you. So awkward. She hasn't been on the show much, so I thought, I'd bring her on this morning. I try to bring somebody different on every week, but I've only got 17, so. She is a Candino ball python. She is wonderful. She's not very head shy. She's great to handle. She's got a wonderful personality. She is an escape artist. Let's see. But she has got some beautiful colors on her. I mean, just look at the way the yellow blushings are between the alien heads. And then there's this tinge of white. She's just beautiful. And I think all snakes are beautiful, but she's one of my favorite looking snakes. Hog noses are so cool. Everyone smash that like button, yep. Yes, please smash the like button, subscribe, help me grow this channel. Because we've got a lot of exciting things. We've already done a few exciting things on this channel. We already got a pretty good group of followers that I love and adore and appreciate so very much. But hognose are some of the most interesting snakes. I think hognoses are like the bearded dragons of snakes. They just have so much personality. Just everything about them. Every time I run into a hognose, it's something cool happens. I don't have a hognose because they're like one of the most popular snakes, and I've already got a ton of ball pythons, and I'm waiting on a special boa that I can have confidence in when I'm buying. So, yeah, hognoses are super adorable. Yeah, my friend Candy here, she's got hognose, and it's. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a good reason why I don't have a hognose, other than I don't have much room at the moment to add any more. Saving what room I do have for my boa that I've been waiting to get for a couple of years now, ever since Dave did the boa movie. I want a Hog Island boa, but it's got to be a real Hog Island. I don't want, I don't want the mix that you often find on Morph Market. That's not real Hog Islands. People say they're real Hog Islands and they're not. So, and sometimes it's hard to tell. I'm more of a Python guy. So when I go buy my boa, I would have done, I mean, I know about boas and I know quite a bit. But obviously, when I go to make my purchase and buy a new one, I want to brush up a lot of that knowledge because new information comes out all the time. So I'm kind of waiting and to make sure I get the right one because I'm going to consult with like Dave Kaufman and Bob Bledsoe, on who I'm getting them from. So I make sure that I get a good healthy snake that has exactly what I want out of it. So that's what kind of boa I want. Hog Island boa. And it's because they don't get that big. They get about the size of a large ball python, about 5-6 feet. Not a very, very big snake, but beautiful. Just a beautiful boa. I love the speckle patterns on them, the light color brown. Just beautiful. She does want to go everywhere. She wants to go everywhere down. That's not on me. You know, snakes don't mind you, they tolerate you, but Mojo, only I got a handful of snakes. I say handful, 5, 6, 7 snakes that I can put them on my shoulders, and after a while, they'll just chill out and just hang out and just like set their head on my shoulder and whatever we're doing. You know, usually. So when I get my snakes out, I know I'm kind of all over the place this morning. It's this freaking coffee. I made it too strong. Hey Mark, thanks for joining us, man. Glad to see you here this morning. Say hi to Marie. Say hi, Marie. Hi. Say hi. No. She's all over the place this morning. But I have 5 or 6 that'll just hang out with me, and they're more of the full grown snakes. You know, they're not as eager. They've been handled a lot more. They've had an entire life of this, so this is just a lot more chill. I don't know if they're more chill or if they're just lazy. We don't lead towards lazy. Hi Sonya. My house snakes love me. I'm sure they do. Are we anthropomorphizing a little bit here this morning? Just a bit. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as we anthropomorphize our snakes all the time. It makes us feel good, you know. But as long as we're not doing anything that harms the snakes, nothing wrong with it. Sometimes, like she looks like she might be slowing down a bit now, but what I try to do to get them to relax when I get them out, because I mainly do choice-based handling unless I have to have a specific snake for a specific reason for the channel or something, and I don't, and even then I try to let them decide to climb out onto me. I like that better. They seem to like that better. They act a lot less nervous when I do that. So when I get them out, I try to do a routine. I let them climb out onto my hand, and then I slowly scoop up the back part of their body, and then I'll drape around my neck immediately. So that way they're familiar with what I'm doing. They say, okay, I've done this before. I'm on this. I'm sure they're not thinking this exact words, but I'm on this dude's neck. This is what happens when we go on next. When I'm put here, this is what I can expect. And it makes it a lot better of an encounter for the snake, I think. Just trying to make sure that they're comfortable and trusting you, Let's see. Your ability to comment went away for some reason. I don't know. Certainly didn't do anything on my end. That was weird. Maybe you lost connection or something. I don't know. But yeah, try to do a routine when I get them out because I want them to have a good experience, at least a neutral experience, if not necessarily quote unquote a good experience. At least want it to be, they know that they're not going to be harmed. They know who they're with. They know what to expect. And that's the best way I can think of to do that, right? Is just hang them on my neck and let them kind of hang there for a minute, and then they tongue flick and figure out where they're at and what's going on, and then they can get to expect that more often. Oh, you know what? I haven't told you guys. I started target training with Mary Jane. And I've taken some video. Not very promising just yet. But she's starting to recognize that target means it's time to eat. So, a little more research on that, a little more training, and hopefully we can come up with a way, hopefully I can come up with a way that, your spider morphs have an easier time getting their meal. Because mine miss, I can hang the rat right in front of them, and she'll constantly miss. Even my bumblebees every now and then will miss. So for those of you that don't know, what I've done is with the spider morphs, there's a neurological disorder that can happen, right? And it basically messes with their, I want to say, an equilibrium. They get confused about what's up, down, left, and right. Okay, that's Mary Jane's primary problem. And when I go to feed her, she'll miss her food, and sometimes she smacks her face on the side of an enclosure, even though I try to hold it in a place that if she misses, it's going to be a soft hit. Um, she just doesn't really control very well. So I started target training with a blue target on a stick, and I'm trying to get her to be a better eater that way. So that way she knows where the food's going to be at. She knows when she touches that with her nose that I'm going to put the rat right there. And that's going to help her with snatching her food and becoming a better eater. Um, Spider morphs are very, very special to me because people have such a negative opinion of breeding them and having, like, some people think it's unethical to breed spiders, and maybe to some degree it is, but at the same time I think the spider morphs sometimes make better pets for people who don't have a lot of experience with snakes, because they feel like they're holding on more, right? They feel like they're clinging on, they wrap a little more, mine do anyways. And to me, if I was if I didn't know as much as I do about how snakes think, I would think, oh, this snake really likes me. You know, the snake likes to hang out with me, and that's going to make me want to interact with my snake more. And, you know, hopefully as an owner, I learn more and realize that it's a spider. But I just think they make better pets because they cuddle. In short, that's it. They make better pets because they cuddle. That's all. Have you watched any of Lori Tarini's videos? Lori Tarini. Lori from Happy Basins? No, that's not Lori Tarini. Maybe, but I couldn't tell you specifically. But I may have watched some. Um, did you guys see the short that so something cool, YouTube started making shorts automatically out of my live feeds. Just last week I figured out they do that. And it must be something new because it's never done it before. But it created this really cool short when I had Osiris, and he was had his face right in the camera, and it was really cool. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's pretty neat. It kind of starts out sounding like I'm like, this is not how I like to spend my mornings. But if you watch the live, you know I had gotten him out of his hide, and he was sleeping, and he was just kind of, you know, surprised and disturbed. He's just like, dude, what is going on? I don't know. So that's what I was saying when the short started. He's like, man, I don't. He's like, I don't know. This is not what I want to do. What am I doing? Get me out of here. She runs Spirit Keep on Animal Sanctuary and has lots of great target training videos. She's the one that saved like 65 neglected snakes last year. Oh, right, Lori Tarini. Yeah, and that's how I'm familiar with her. It's through that effort. When I remember that because Bob started a whole thing with it, right? I remember that. I donated to the whole to the whole effort because Bob Bledsoe let everybody know and put some videos out. So, you know, cheers to Bob for that. Um, yeah, I did. Yeah, I do. I've seen her videos before, and I've probably seen her target training videos because I've been doing some research on them. But I probably didn't put it together that it was Laurie Tarini. You know, I've been watching shorts and how other people are developing what they're doing, different colors and techniques they're using for different types of snakes. So, um, yeah, I didn't. I know what you're talking about though. Look, see, she's just chilling now. She's like sitting on my back, hanging out. She still has quite a few of them. Yeah, speaking of donations, I have to take a minute um, to talk about my friend Jenna. I met Jenna last year through the Horde of Keepers. That it's the Green Room Pythons Patreon group. Uh, Bob Bledsoe, a friend of mine. Started off watching his shows and then got to meet him and got to know him a little bit. Now I consider him a friend. Um, but I met Jenna through one of the horde outings. We went herping together, and she was like the whole time we were there. She was just making sure everybody was taken care of. She brought so much stuff. She's really sweet. Really interesting to talk to, and she became one of my friends. And she follows the channel, and she's just a great, wonderful person. She has lots of snakes. She really cares for animals, and she is having some health issues right now. She's dealing with cancer. If you and she has a GoFundMe up. So if you guys, if you'd like, really, I would really appreciate it. And I'll put the link in the live feed here, and I'll feature it on my channel as well to her GoFundMe. So later on today, come back after the live has been reposted. Please click that link, donate whatever you can, a couple bucks, $5, $10, whatever you feel like donating. They could really use it. Jenna has done a lot for a lot of people, and then she's done a lot for me just in the small time that I've known her. And I really appreciate her so much, and it would just warm my heart so very much if we could all do something for her. So please keep Jenna in your thoughts. If you're a praying person, keep her in your prayers. If you can donate, please, please, please do. Um, they're working on meals, and she's still got snakes to take care of. Her daughters are helping. So if you guys get a chance, please get over there and try to donate. See how you can help. Contact Jenna. Send her messages of encouragement, and just let her know that we love her. Okay. Um, I really care a lot about her, and I'm so very sorry that she's going through this right now. I love you, Jenna. Okay, so we'll put the link in the comments, and you can donate that way if you'd like to. Okay, appreciate it, guys. I love you. The target training. Target training. I've seen a lot of people do it. Mary Jane's my first attempt at it, so I'm kind of new at it, and I'm a little bit of a doofus at it. But I figured out I always do. Talked to Bob about being a guest star on Bob's 24-hour live stream. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that. I kind of want Bob to reach out, because I went to Bob when I first started my channel for a lot of advice. I was in his inbox quite a bit. You know, what's the best way to do this, best way to do that, and without giving me a ton of advice, he gave me some great advice. So, and kind of let me figure out my way. And kind of let me figure out my way, and it's been a really good mentor. It's been a really good friend. See her wiggling that tail. She better not poop on me on a live stream. I know you guys would just love to see it, and I'd never live it down. But you seen her wiggling that tail, right? Yes, Jenna's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. She's a great person. She's a wonderful person. I can't say enough good things about her. I just can't. When we went to Tenley, we got to meet up again. That's when I kind of found out about what was going on with her. So, love her very much. She's a good friend. It's time to change her out. Maybe, or maybe she's just like, see, okay, it's because I'm doing this. Here's a good way to tell. Okay, baby. Apparently she's comfortable. You see, I touch her, she's just locked in a little harder. She's not really squeezing or anything. She's kind of hanging out. So, and she's under herself, so I don't think she's gonna poop on me. I think she's gonna make it the whole hour. She's doing great. Let's see. Let's turn around. See, she's doing good. She's just hanging out there. She's being a good girl. After a while, this is kind of just what they do, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love my snakes. Um, we're about to the end of our hour. Now, all you need to do with the target first is hold it behind the prey. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. It's not so much that she doesn't realize. I think it's more of her trying to exact still. You know, she's just crossing over that point where she knows that food is going to be there after she touches it. You know what I mean? So once she figures out the food is still in the same spot, so she's still doing this association thing. So I'm hoping she catches on to that pretty quick. I think she has caught on, but she doesn't trust that the food is going to be right there just yet. I've only gotten to do it with her, a few times, but we'll get there. I'm sure of it, and then I can report back. Yeah, she'll get better. Absolutely, she will. She'll get better at it. I suppose we got 10 minutes left. I could try to put Marie away and maybe get Archimedes out or something. I don't know if you guys want me to get another snake out for the last few minutes. But Archimedes hasn't been out. Well, she hasn't been on the channel in a while. And I thought about getting her out this morning, but now I remember, like, I've been thinking about Marie for the past few weeks, right? Like, should I put Marie on the channel because nobody's really seen her yet, so that's why I got her out today. But Archimedes is she's always a pleasure to have. And she's my BFF. I love all my snakes, but she's my favorite, hands down. Maybe we'll try that. What do you think? Comment if you think I should get Archimedes out for these last few minutes of the show, of the live stream. So this live stream, we've come up with plaster Paris on the bottom of the bowl. We talked about weighting bowls down, right? So we're going to try that, and I'm going to report back to you about that. And hopefully that fixes this water problem. And talked about target training. Jenna, our dear friend Jenna. So make sure you check the comments and check my page on Facebook if you follow us on Facebook. I'll try to put something a little more prominent on my YouTube channel. And maybe it's a little easier to get to. I'm gonna research today and see what I can do to get all those, get that link in as many places as I can. So, all right, let me go put Marie back real quick. If you guys will excuse me for just a minute, I have to climb up to put Marie back. She's on the top of a stack. But let's get a good look at her before she goes again, because she is a beautiful, beautiful girl. Beautiful white belly. Perfectly healthy snake. She's so great. She's so great. Look at that. Yeah. That's my girl. All right, let me go put her back and I'll get you Archimedes. Yeah, you can probably hear me locking her cage in. Alright, let's see. See an Archimedes out. I think she's up here. Hi, baby. Okay, I know. Just gotta figure out what we're doing. Look at this little girl. She's the greatest snake. Archimedes is banana. She's just banana. But I love her so much. There's just so many things. I had to put her around my neck so she knows what we're doing. Here you go. Now watch. In a few minutes, she'll begin to relax a little bit. Or she'll just be mad, try to climb off me the whole time. We'll find out here in a minute. Can I have my hand back? Here you go, baby. There you go. Oh, there's Archimedes. This is my baby. She's my favorite. She's my favorite for so many reasons. When I got her, she was this little tiny worm. I don't even know she was big enough to have yet. She was so tiny, and I immediately fell in love with her. I've got videos. I think I've got videos on my shorts of when she was younger, eating and stuff. You could see how small she was, and I don't know. I don't know what it is about this snake, man. I just love her so much. She is so awesome. And she's like, when she calms down here in a minute, she'll just be like, I'll just bring her back on next week or something. She'll just be like the coolest snake. Look at her moving her tail. She's gonna poop on me, guys. See that? That usually means they're gonna poop on you. Don't you do it. Okay. Yep. Oh. Look, let me see. Are you gonna poop? Okay, your vent's closed. Whew. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get pooped on. That wasn't happening. Her shoes. So when you okay. All right, bye, Sonia. Yeah, it's about time for us to go too. I'm pretty sure Archimedes has got to poop, and she's not gonna do it on me. There's no way. So I hope everybody had a great time, and I hope to see you here next week. We do this every week. We just do it for an hour. Show up for a few minutes, say hi, take off, go have your Sunday. You know, drink some coffee with us. I've made it to where the community can post on my page now, on my YouTube page. So please go on there and post pictures of your snakes, guys, so I can see them. That's kind of why I did that, because we always talk about your snakes, and I don't get to see them because, you know, we're always doing a live, and I'd love to see them. So, yeah, just go on there and post your snakes. Let me check them out, man. That'd be awesome. So, you're Archimedes. We got to go, honey. We got to sign off. All right. So, thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss anything. Help us grow our channel out. Check us out on Patreon, Facebook, of course, YouTube. So, until next time, stay wild, keep your feet on the ground. Take care, everybody.